the drivers begin to climb into their cars down on the grid, the excitement is really building at this magnificent circuit. We're just about ready to go racing for today's Formula One Grand Prix. The Yas Marina circuit is made up of 3.28 miles of track, featuring 16 corners with 2 very long straights. DRS zones going into the heavy braking zones of both turn 5 and turn 7 offer plenty of potential for overtaking. The circuit comes with its fair share of tricky corners, which will certainly test a driver's braking management. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Leclerc, Russell, Stroll, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo, Gasly, Zhou, Albon, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Sargent, Bottas, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today. Anthony Davidson. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days, they practice, practice and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
Right, mate, I know it's hot in that cockpit, believe me, but your tyres are even hotter than that. You've got to work really hard today to keep them cool, otherwise we're going to suffer with our performance.
Check.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please. Currently P11, currently P11. Hamilton's ahead of you. Ricciardo behind you now. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. You've got 20 laps left until the end. They're on fresh mediums. They're 8th. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. got P5, P5. Piastri's ahead of you. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Our gap to first place, 1.9 seconds. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. You've got 20 laps left until the end. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Lance is in for his stop. Might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Copy that. Okay, take it easy on the car, we can't sustain this level of damage. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 32.5. McLaren drivers just moved into first place. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Pack, that's P1. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps. Okay, 17 laps to go now. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 37.5 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in 20th place. Time last lap, 2 minutes, 00.8. Gap to your teammate behind, 39.2 seconds. Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. box, we're coming in this lap. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. Okay, let's go now, come on. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. P6, you got P6. Verstappen's ahead of you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Norris is behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, so gap to the leader, 15.6 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And 11 laps to go. Aston Martin drivers stopping now. You're in first position, front of the pack, and Verstappen's behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:32.3. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Fastest lap at the moment, 1:31.4. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 39.9 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 39.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're in 11th. And the time last lap, 1:36.3. Just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. Copy. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're in 10th place. Your last lap time, 1 minute 36.7. Norris behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Time last lap, 1:34.3.
Checkered flag, all eyes on the car approaching. Your winner today, Fernando Alonso.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field, and those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front, they really had to work for it today.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Aston Martin are really making waves in this sport, and what a special race this was to see them earn that top spot.